What's up, guys? Powerbang here, bringing you guys the next war recap. We had a friendly scrimmage here against We Are Raiders, and this was not arranged. It was just a random matchup that popped up in the middle of the week. So once again, we have matched up with an elite clan. Really kind of running the gauntlet right now. I mean, I think we've had 6 in a row, just really top-notch opponents that we know we're going to have to, bring our best game for, and we felt like we played pretty good in this one. I was happy with our effort. We came into this one outweighed by 2 or 3 Town Hall 10s and 9.5s as well. So, it didn't look good for us from a matchup standpoint. We Are Raiders was kind enough to offer to make a few concessions and try to neuter a few of their bases to hopefully make it a little bit more even, but it still makes it difficult because you can't do anything about the heroes and the troop levels and all that kind of stuff. So definitely, advantage to war here, but no big deal. It was a fun war nonetheless. We both, used all of our attacks, and we ended up dropping the war by 3. So if you look at the, the board here on our side, we did take care of all of the Town Hall 9s. We did well on the cleanup, making the hits that we had to. But, early on, we probably missed a bunch of cleanups that we should have made. That made it a little bit more difficult on us. But we did end up getting, the job done. We got all the Town Hall 10s and 11s 2-starred at a minimum. And we also did some 3-star work. Let's go ahead and check that out. On our side, they did take care of a few of our Town Hall 10s, as well as obviously getting all the 9s taken down. So this is Luke taking on Tom here, and Tom is a 10.5. Brings in the stoned Goho, basically, Goho Wee Wee. Really wide set wizards, taking out the entire side there. So really nice job with that. Jumpspell's going to get those golems in, and then just a whole ton of wizards come down along with the Grand Warden, and he's there to kind of keep those skeletons up and rushing them through the base here. They've got 2 multi-inferno towers, and Luke is packing a freeze spell. He's quad quaked into the core there to open up pretty much everything. So a rage spell goes down for his king, for his wizards and all that. In goes the freeze spell, takes out that inferno tower, and the wizards or the witches here are lagging a little bit behind. So he has to pop that Grand Warden ability to make sure that they don't have too much damage done to them. So some hogs are sent in from the right. It's a Goho, so he's basically sent in about 10 hogs, and they're just working their way through defenses. They get a few key defenses taken out, but by the time they die off, he's got quite a bit left to go of the base. But look at the witches he's got in the middle. He's got 3 witches still spawning skeletons, but the key here is that Archer Queen. Full health Archer Queen with the ability, and a few Golemites out in front. So she's able to very efficiently take down these defenses. But the real fight is going on in the core right now, guys. Skeletons and the witches. Can they spawn enough skeletons and send them in the, the south part of this core enough to keep these defenses occupied? Because if those witches go down and these defenses start targeting, the queen and the heroes, this could be a different outcome. The queen has started to trim the outside here, and she's going to bang her way outside the walls, it looks like. No, she's going to come back in. So that's going to pretty much do it, guys. She gets that taken care of. Going to hit her way into the middle. And then a cleanup minion over here on the right. Just absolute MVP minion taking care of business. But the queen's finally going to bang her way in, do some cleanup for us, and that'll be another 3-star for Luke. He'll tell you it's sloppy. But at the same time, we were happy to pick up the 3 in a tight war where we needed it. So nice job, man. All right, guys, let's take a look at number 7. This is Kana, and Kana has a tough task in front of him, is he has to 3-star this base. We knew it was kind of a tall order at the end because we knew we had to 3-star some stuff because we knew that quite certainly a couple of their top guys were, they had the attacks ready to roll, and they were going to be able to take our guys out. So we knew that coming in. And, Kana made a great effort here on this. He wall breaks in a couple sections there on this southwestern wall, and that's going to be great for, his queen, it looks like. So we'll watch how he works this. Lures out here, gets this Lava Hound taken care of along with the CC archers. So everything's taken care of, and now watch this. Here we go. So gets that taken care of. And she's going to start walking down now because there is an opening in this wall. So Queen reaches in, takes out the gold storage, and at this point we're able to redirect in. Now that's going to give her access to that air defense up there. Check that out. So she's locked onto the air defense, and that is how Kana is going to take out the air defense, uses the ability, locks onto the Archer Queen, takes her out, and now we've got a jump spell down, and we've got a king trailing in to take out the cannon, the army camp, and he's able to hop the wall. And because the queen has basically trimmed all of the defenses, it's funneling the king straight into the compartment necessary to get a second, not Inferno Tower, but the air defense taken down. So the air defense is down. We've got 2 air defenses at this point, and he's trying to get back to this Inferno Tower. We'll see if he's successful. 2 Teslas taken down by the queen at this point. Inferno Tower stays up, but he softens it up a little bit. So now the loons come in from the top. Everything's kind of hasted in, looking good. The hounds are looking good. Late on the last hound, though, guys. That hound finally gets in. He does lose a loon or 2 in the process. The free spell goes down here. But the problem is, guys, we have no back-end balloons right now. There's no balloons distracting that wizard tower. And unfortunately, check that out. Loses all of these balloons to this wizard tower, just absolutely roasting it. And then he still had an Inferno Tower doing a little bit of damage to him in the core. But the key story there, another splash bomb, takes down more loons. He does get all the defense taken care of here. But the key, guys, was having enough loons for the cleanup. And unfortunately, that Lava Hound did not break for him. You know, if that Lava Hound had broken, probably a 3-star here. But it wasn't meant to be, guys. Got really close, 93% 2-star. Very nice raid to Kana. Loved the attempt, man, and, get him next time. That's all you can do. Anyways, guys, number 10, Nightmare. This is being taken out by Walter, one of his 2 3-star attacks, so he ended up with a 6-star war. Really nice work to him. Let's go ahead and watch as he starts up top with a wizard. Going to go ahead, in the fire of the mortar, he's going to get that funnel created by taking out a spell factory and a builder hut. No spells, no nothing. The queen comes down, taking out the army camps. That's going to force her inward. Going to take out a few buildings here first and then walk in. I believe a Tesla pops here. There we go. So Tesla pops, gets that CC lured here. Golem's approaching her, and a rage spell comes down to make sure that she doesn't die. Wall breakers go in, open up the wall. Beautiful job with those wall breakers. He uses the rage spell to kind of speed them in there and sends much more than necessary to make sure that, the Tesla doesn't kill all of them that he needs to kind of get in. So wizard down there on the right, kind of making sure that queen, is funneled into the base. The funnel goes great. As soon as she takes down the archer tower here and steps up to this clan castle, she should start heading in. So she's heading in. What are we going to do with the rest of the base? Golem comes down here. Now look at the hogs. I really like the hogs here. He trickles in just a couple hogs, and they start trimming defenses for him. The queen heads into the base. Now we've got the everything locked onto the golem. He sends in a couple more hogs. Now that Tesla is locked onto the golem, nothing can hit his hogs. Takes out the compartment. Beautiful job with that. He loses a healer there to the air defense, it looks like, but he's able to keep working, taking out a few double giant bomb locations, and he still has 7 Hog Riders in the bag along with 3 balloons. But the key now is to get this Archer Queen taken care of. So he drops the CC Golem in. And at this point, he's creating a funnel down here with his wizards, so he's forcing his king to another funnel location right here on this junction where you're going to see a jump spell come down. So really nice job with that. Once the wizards finish up with this gold storage, he goes ahead, drops the poison on the queen. This is going to slow her rate of attack, and that's going to limit the incoming damage on his golem and on his king. So the king locks onto the queen, takes her out. Up top, we still have that friendly queen doing some work. In go the hogs up there on the top left. They're coming in, and he's going to have a heal spell waiting for them as they get done with this section and into the last portion of the base. Now we've got the king, we've got golems, we've got golemites down there doing some tanking in the core of this base. And the beauty is we've got some balloons coming at the bottom, designed to take out this Tesla here. Looks like a little bit of an air bomb trap, but no big deal. Last couple hogs take out the Expo and in range of the mortar now as well. So that's going to do it for this attack. Cleanup is already almost done as we have the queen with the healers on her on the edge of the ring, and it's going to get taken out with ease. So Walter, beautiful raid, my friend. Let's move on to the next attack. Next up, we got an attack by Nadmem here, and this is another really nice attack from him. Good to have you back in the lineup, man. Out for vacation, I believe, for a little while. But Nad tries to get some minion funneling going on up there. Doesn't quite work out for him. And then he's just going to send in a Loon and Hog combination on the bottom here to trim some defenses. We're trying to open up the pathing to some double giant bombs here. So up here, there should be some giant bomb action. But he just goes ahead, sends in some golems here to the left here. And the queen backs the golems up, and he just wall breaks in. So once the wall breakers go down, the king, the queen go in, and now we're looking to do a push to get that expo taken out. That eliminates the pathing now to that double giant bomb, and we've got a lot of damage incoming there with that Tesla farm, as well as some wizard towers there. Second jump spell goes down to get to the queen. She takes out the king before she goes down, but we've got some hero wizards there standing in rage that take care of that problem for her. So the queen does get taken down. We've got an enemy CC golem locked on to his friendly golem in the core there. So we've got a golem fight going on, except for one's kind of derping out and not really watching what's going on. But anyways, golem fight. Queen locks onto that golem. She's going to get it taken care of. But now it's just time as we go around this base. The thing with dead zone bases, guys, having these empty areas in the middle, very, very, very easy to path your troops because they just walk around in a circle. So it's pretty easy to just sit those golems in there, tank, and then check out his hogs there. Do not go across that double giant bomb position because he's already cleared it out. They just take out the air defense and they head into the last little section of the base. Reinforces with some more Hog Riders, takes out the last couple defenses, and that is going to do it. Nothing but cleanup now. Nadmem adds another 3-star to the total. Very nice job, my friend. Yeah, got nothing else for that one, guys. Nice attack. All right, next up we have number 17. There we go. And this one is an attack by me. Very, very odd base. Very strange base. I did not know how to approach it at first, so what I decided to do, dropped a giant on both sides here, and then the goal was to drop in wizards to just break off a funnel, and my goal was to drop in 4 Valkyries, 2 on each side of this trash ring up here, and them to take out the trash ring and head towards the center. So you can see the Valks here take out the first couple buildings, and then they head towards the center. Now, 2 more Valks come down on the other side. They finish this up together, and then they head in to go ahead and take out the queen. Now, as that's going on, we know the queen's getting taken care of. Drop in just a couple hogs here. Watch the value that we get for the hogs by, targeting buildings that it's either out of their range or they're locked onto this golem kill squad down here. So I've sent 2 golems on each of these defenses so I can get a nice little spread. 3 wizards on bottom because they are attacking storages, and we need to break off a little funnel for the queen and king so they don't walk. Wall breakers go in to open up the compartment. The Valkyries have finally died to the CC P.E.K.K.A, so we're going to drop a poison on him to slow his attack speed and slow him up a little bit. My wizards lock on to that P.E.K.K.A as well as the king. The queen's going to go ahead and finish up with that storage. We've got a wizard over here to start the cleanup process as well as break off a funnel so the queen does not walk. The P.E.K.K.A is down. Now we're working on that enemy king. We drop a jump spell there to make sure that the troops can get in and out of that core as necessary. But basically, the queen's going to go ahead and finish up. That single hog that was there up earlier did trigger a bomb for me, so I know that there's at least 1 single bomb in the base because there is no 2 double sets now that we've triggered one. So that's good to know. The Valkyries come down on the outside to kind of clean the trash and also do some off-tanking. As things, kind of lock onto the Valkyries, I drop hogs there to target the mortar. A Tesla pops up. So I find a troll Tesla on accident. This is a fresh hit, so I don't know that any of this is going to happen. Heal spell goes down here while everything's kind of focused on the Valkyries and the king. The hogs kind of come in together. And then on the back side, we send in 4 or 5 hogs into a heal spell immediately. Their job is to clear these final few defenses and meet up with the main group of hogs. But, we've got a group of Teslas in the core of this base. We know there's a double giant bomb there. There has to be because that is the place that you'd hide one if you were designing this very unorthodox base. So I'm hoping it's not early. That way I can take out as many of these defenses as possible. So get lucky on the first one. Get lucky on the second one. On the third one, not so lucky. It's a little bit like Russian roulette. We do die to the double giant bomb. But at this point, 95% already in the bag. The wizard's banging his way in. We've got the king on the clan castle here, and we still have 3 Valkyries at full health. So I know it's a 3-star at this point. Plenty of time left in the raid. The queen is going to walk up, and that's the beauty of this narrow core, basically, because the queen can just walk down it. The heroes can just walk down it. Basically a swag ability and a swag poison at the end. So Powerbang getting the 3-star here. Gotta love it. Back in the saddle. I've broken out of my little slump. But let's get into the truly awesome stuff now. Let's watch Albert taking down Baby Groot. Now, I think Albert disconnected during this raid, and it wasn't as swag as you're going to see. But you guys be the judge. Let me know in the comments if you think Albert disconnected or if this was truly a, just supremely confident raid. Let's put it that way. Sends in the wall breakers here. Got the queen going in, just queen charging, taking out some buildings. He drops a single loon on the mortar there to get a nice trade. Heads in, drops the bomb, takes out an army camp and a barracks, it looked like there. And then we drop in some wizards on the left here for some funneling action. So once that's funneled, we're going to address the left side of this base. And again, guys, notice the dead zone here. That dead zone separates one side from the other, and it forces troops down a runway. So basically where the queen's standing, all the way down that compartment to the king, as long as you've got a jump spell. So he sends in wall breakers here, opens up the wall. He has a golem head in, followed up by Valkyries and his Barbarian King. Notice what happens. More Valkyries come in. He gets the queen taken care of. All kinds of Valkyries. He's getting this, this set taken care of. And then there is a Tesla set in the core there. The queen's going to be able to get to that. Hopefully I can get this raid through before I disconnect. But a jump spell goes down on the junction in the middle there. Everything jumps the wall. He's able to take out the king. The golem walks all the way up. Valkyries are going to take out a double bomb here, I believe. There's one. There's the next. So really nice job there from Albert. Then he sends in the Hog Riders. Now, here's the kicker, guys. The queen is taking out the Tesla farm. She's going to step up, take everything else out. He's got 2 poison spells in the bag. He's got a king that died without using his ability, and he also has a swag heal. He's got 5 more hogs that he doesn't even deploy. The queen gets extremely lucky by not dying here. Does not use the ability there either. I am of the opinion that he lagged out here basically like I'm doing right now, as you can see, halfway through this raid, and his queen and troops that he already had on the battlefield cleaned up a very high-level, difficult base. So props to Albert for the plan. I can only imagine how bad he would have smashed it had he used all of his troops and his spells. Alright guys, so the next attack we're going to take a look at is number 21 here. This is Skylar. Daniel has been absolutely killing it lately in the wars. We've been talking with him, doing a lot of planning and really focusing on taking out bases that are nearly 3-star on the first attempt and making small tweaks to the plans in order to pick up that 3-star on the cleanup attack. So what you're going to see here is Daniel doing a great job, just kind of, picking off some buildings here with his queen. And we'll fast forward through the walk just a little bit. But the archer there gets some army camp broken off here. He takes out quite a few buildings on his walk, gets some defenses, and then he's going to probably, I believe, enter from the left here in this compartment. Rage spell goes down as soon as the sweeper gets involved, but there's the wall breakers. Actually opens up the compartment behind him as well. Sends in a Hog Rider there to get that lure done, so nice job with that. Poison spell goes down, and now all of these balloons are pretty much doomed as they head in to get that queen. He uses the ability just in case, takes out a Valkyrie, gets the barbs, but all of the balloons head down. Beautiful job with that. And now he's taking out all kinds of defenses here. Look at all the damage incoming on his queen, but another rage spell goes down, the second one, and that's going to allow him to basically take out all of these defenses. Now, from the bottom, we've got a golem banging on the wall. We've got wall breakers there going to come in. Everything's focused on his golem, so that's really good. We've got Valkyries that have come down, and here goes the remainder of the wall breakers to go ahead and, boom, open up that wall. In go the Valks. Now we've got a compartment here with a golem. We've got Valks. We've got a king. So a lot of really heavy melee DPS, and then a jump spell to go ahead and get those troops all the way across the moat to the queen on the other side. Now, he still hasn't even deployed his hogs, guys. 14 hogs left in the bag. We've only got just a little. We're 60% into this base right now, and he's still just now deploying hogs. So, fast forwarding a little bit, getting into this final section, sends in basically all of his hogs on the final section, and then a heal spell in the middle, poison to slow up that king. But all of the remaining defense in the base is just completely gone, evaporated into the cleanup now. Just wonderful raid by Daniel. Completely smashes this, makes it look like a Town Hall 7. So, nice job, Daniel. Really liked the raid, man. All right, guys, 2 more, and these were also very, very unique and good attacks. The first one we'll look at is on John here. This is the Gab. The Gab's going to basically start off on the left here. He sends in a wall breaker. What that does is it gets the Golem out, and what he's trying to do here is send in some witches, and that's going to get the King outside the wall focused on the skeletons. It's going to get the Golem outside the wall focused on the skeletons. That allows his Archer Queen here to go ahead and take out that King with ease. Now, he's got some archers over here on the top, creating a funnel by taking out some trash buildings there, and then the camp is taken out by a minion. Now we're basically beating through the wall here. Wall breakers have not been used at this point. There we go. Boom. So, wall breakers go in. It looks like the Queen got one of them. So we had a little bit of fail here. The King goes down, and he decides to take out the wall. Perfect timing, getting that trash taken out with his funnel. Now we've got that Queen taken out, but what's he going to do? 13 balloons left in the army camp. 13 balloons, and he's only taken out 8% of this base. So what that means is he's got a big job cut out for him. But you'll notice this kill squad isn't going to get this air defense. So what's he going to do? What's in his clan castle? Well, he's got a Penta Laloon here with only 13 balloons. First thing he does is he locks in some balloons here. Immediately loses one, so he's down to 12 already. Not great, but he drops a rage spell there to hopefully make up for it. That way his loons are able to kind of work their way through and one-shot, just like that, the buildings. Now, second hound is late. He loses another balloon, so he's down to 11. So now at this point, we got to be pretty frugal with our balloons and make sure that we're sending hounds early, which he does. Before the first hound even blows up, second one's en route. There it blows up, and it's already parked to cover the balloons. Rage spell is down. He still has another rage and 2 haste still left in the bag. But the last hound still has to come in. There we go. From the other side here, boom. It's going to fly over the Tesla farm there perfectly and go park itself on that. All 4 Teslas are locked onto that lava hound. Could not have been any more perfect from the Gab here. So beautiful job with that. And then the balloons, he's going to go ahead and be able to drop a haste spell to quickly get those in. But the nice thing is he was able to get that lava hound to pop by being patient and waiting until it popped to, instead of speeding his balloons over there and taking out the damage. Now he has more puffs for cleanup. Not that he needs it. His Queen is still alive, guys. Has walked all the way around the base, cleaning up the trash. Beautiful job on this Penta. All kinds of troops left over. Loved it, man. Nice work, Gab. All right, guys. Last one for this particular recap. This is Pablito. This is going to be another super swag raid. Ends up with quite a bit left over. But very unorthodox base in this one as well. So Pablito comes in from the top right, drops a couple minions in to go ahead and create a nice funnel. And then he's got his Queen that's going to go down, designed to do a little walk to her right or left here. So there she goes. Perfect job. Goal here is to step up, start taking out a Tesla farm that's in this compartment. So mission accomplished so far. On the bottom, wall breaks in with a golem, with P.E.K.K.A., with the King. So, really nice job taking out that compartment down there. It looks like he's got a rage spell that came down that really kind of wrecked everything down there. And now we've got kind of a thin ring that is, left up for the hogs to take out. He's got 15 hogs left up, but it's not going to matter. This is looking pretty good. Sends in a giant. Giant's taking everything, but the hogs that have been sent up in for backup pretty much have taken out the whole compartment already before the first heal spell goes down. Now the Queen's going to step up here, and she'll be able to take out this wizard tower and the cannon, and that's going to eliminate a potential double giant bomb set. So he triggers one bomb there inside of a heal at the very tail end of it, so he doesn't get a heal there out of it, but he still has a rage spell left and a heal spell and a haste spell. Loses one hog there as he jumps the wall to a single bomb. Actually 3 or 4 hogs there. But then a rage spell is going to go ahead and get him through the last section here. I believe the rage spell was actually an accident. I don't think he wanted 2 rages. He actually said that after the fact. He said when he looked down, he saw a rage spell, and he was just like, oh, no. But personally, I love rage on Hog Riders. It just absolutely wrecks things. And when you get into those high-density, high DPS sections of a base, those Hog Riders in rage are something else. So nothing to clean up left, guys. 5 swag loons sent in for the town hall 5 swagloons. They don't even get off a shot, but he decides to send them anyways. Pablito wrecks it. Beautiful job. Nice job to We Are Raiders. They ended up getting the win 87-84. Yeah, so best of luck to you guys down the road. But for now, this is Powerbang. I'm signing out till next time, guys. Take care.
Right up the gut of this base, assuming that wall is open, and you'll notice he's brought 3 wall breakers to make that happen.